Hey, how's it going? Alex here from IdeaSpot. In today's WordPress tutorial, we're going to be adding HTML code to WordPress. I'm going to be using two methods, first using the standard WordPress editor and also using the Elementor page builder. Adding HTML code to WordPress is a really great way of adding content and functionality to your site. For example, we're going to be using it to add Facebook feeds and Google Maps to the site, but there are lots of other applications that can be added to WordPress using this method. First method of adding HTML code to WordPress using the standard editor. Let's just add a new block here after this block. And let's go and add an HTML block. There we go. Now in this case, we want to add a Google map. So let's go over to Google Maps. I've got my Google map location already loaded up here. And let's go to share and let's embed the map. And we've got HTML there. So we just copy that HTML, go back to our posts and paste that in. Now let's go ahead and click update. Now we can go ahead and view our post. Let's have a look. There we go. We've got our Google map. It's all set up in our blog post. One thing you'll notice is the HTML is located on the left margin here. What if we wanted to center this map into the middle of the blog post? I'll show you how to do that. It's a little bit tricky, but bear with me. You can wrap this HTML in a division. I'll just paste this bit of code in there, and you just want to end the division by front/div. So I will share this little bit of HTML in the description because this is probably the most useful piece of HTML code you'll ever learn if you've never learned HTML. So I'll definitely be sharing that one. Now, when we update our post, we can go back to our post here and we can reload that. And there we go. We've got a centered map. We can use the same method to embed a Facebook feed, for example, on this Facebook for Developers website. I'll link that in the description here. This is the way to embed the Facebook feed. So any Facebook page you like, I'll just link to IdeaSpot's Facebook, for example. So I'll just pop IdeaSpot.com.au in there and I'll grab the code for that. There we go. Let's grab the iframe code. I think that's a little bit easier to use and copy that. Let's go back to our blog post, HTML, paste that in, hit update. And here we go on our page. We've got our Facebook feed. We can center that using the same method I showed you before. Again, just copy that division alignment to the center. And let's paste that into our HTML here. And don't forget to end the division with that. There we go. We've got our centered Facebook feed in our post. We can do exactly the same thing in Elementor. Just add a new section. And there's a widget called HTML. All we do is drop that HTML widget in there, paste in our Facebook HTML there. There we go. We can see it's on the left again. One thing worth noting is the division code doesn't work in an Elementor widget the way it works in Gutenberg, but we can fix that just by specifying the correct content width. So just go to our section layout and adjust that content width until it's in the center. You can actually find the correct width just by looking at the code, and you'll find width is in there. In this case, it's 340. We can go back to our section and set it to 340. Now 340 doesn't include the scroll bar. If you want the scroll bar, add another 20 pixels on, make it 360, and then you've got your scroll bar there. Anyway, let's hit update. And we can see on our page, we've got our Facebook feed embedded onto the page now. You can use this method to add tons of different content to your website without using any plugins or anything for WordPress. It just works with HTML. So for example, NBA, ESPN website, let's look at this video. They've got a share icon there. You can copy embed code, use the same method, get that video into your website. Now, besides this, there are a lot of other basic skills you'll need to learn to become a good WordPress designer. I've got a very detailed tutorial in this video below. Definitely click that and check it out. You'll become a much better designer just by following a few basic principles that I've got in there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.